From 7,220 feet above sea level, we welcome you to college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico. The Missouri Tigers from the SEC have traveled all the way to Laramie, Wyoming to take on the Cowboys from the Mountain West Conference. With Jenny Dell, Aaron Murray, Rick Neuheisel, I'm Carter Blackburn. And Rick, dare I say, the Mountain West Conference has already turned some heads in college football, and these Wyoming Cowboys and their fans ready to, as they say around here, ride for the brand.
The United States Census says there's 577,000 in this beautiful state of Wyoming. That's the least populated state in the Union. But after listening to them play Cowboy Joe and sing it loud, it sounds like they're all here tonight. I promise you there is passion and then some here in this stadium, and they believe they can take on these Tigers and tussle with them all night long.
Well, I think coaches always worry about having enough energy to start a game. But this is week one. I was on the sidelines in warm-ups. They were saying, hey, simmer down a little bit. Don't peak too soon. Save a little bit juice for the game. I'm excited. The players are excited, and the coaches are excited for this week one matchup.
Well, the Missouri fans are also excited because this could be a banner season. They got the quarterback that just about everybody in college football wanted.
After week 4 last year, Dabo Swinney made national news by benching his 16-2 starter Kelly Bryant in favor of Trevor Lawrence. We know how that worked out for him, but Kelly Bryant had to go someplace else, and Missouri is excited as they can be that he chose there. He's a wonderful athlete, and if he needs somebody to look to, this is the guy, Albert Okwuegbunam. And if it sounds hard to pronounce, he's even harder to cover. He will be a matchup nightmare all night long.
So, Aaron, not only the NFL scouts, but all of the Wyoming defense has their eyes on Alberto, which means Logan Wilson and his defense tall task.
Well, Logan Wilson is the anchor of this defense. You see it every year, especially these past couple of years. He's number 2 heading into the season with most tackles in the FBS. He's going to be in charge of covering Alberto. Plain and simple, you got to stop Alberto, and then you got to worry about a mobile quarterback in Kelly Bryant. So his plate is full tonight, but hey, he's up for the challenge. I'm excited to see him.
And for Wyoming head coach Craig Bohl, a Nebraska alum, now in his 6th season coaching the Cowboys. Across the way, Barry Odom, a Missouri alum. So almost an old school Big 8 feel between these two coaches, and a lot of respect between them. For more on the challenges for the Tigers, here's Jenny Dell.
Well, Carter, you mentioned it. We are 7,220 feet above sea level. This is the highest elevation of any college football stadium, and this is the first time that Missouri has played at this high of an elevation. It's actually the first time they've played at any elevation this high in the last 10 years, so special preparations went into this game. 3 weeks ago, they instituted a diet to help increase the amount of oxygen that the blood can carry at one given time. What does that include? Hydration, beetroot juice, and iron-rich food. Guys, Coach Odom worked hard on creating the proper balance of preparing his team for these elements, but also stressed as soon as this ball kicks off, it is time to play.
And we are almost there. 78 degrees of very light wind. And the Missouri Tigers from the SEC, the Wyoming Cowboys from the Mountain West Conference, hoping to join the list of the Mountain West upsets thus far. The 2019 season kicks off for the Tigers and the Cowboys, and it will be Cowboy football to begin. So our Chick-fil-A starting lineups begin with the Wyoming Cowboys and Sean Chambers from Kerman, California, and the Valley of the San Joaquin. A year ago as a freshman, a much-needed boost for a moribund Cowboy offense. Midway through the season, then 4 games in, broken leg. So now he's back as a redshirt freshman, and Wyoming hopes this is the beginning of a breakthrough year for Sean Chambers. Xavier Valladay in the backfield with him. Running on first down. A good push. Got 3, maybe 4 yards on first down. So let's take a look at the rest of the Wyoming offensive starters.
Yeah, I think Valladay, the one you just saw carry that ball right there, he's going to be the key in this game. A lot of eyes will be on Chambers. We're going to see if he can pass the ball, but he's a big-time runner for the quarterback position, so you got to take some hits off him. So see Valladay get going early in this football game.
Call it 2nd and 7. That's Conway in motion, and it's Valladay who takes it and he is shoved back as soon as he gets to the line. Bolton leads the way for the Missouri defense. Let's take a look at that Tiger defense.
Well, they're led by number 47, Cale Garrett. Garrett was a last-second recruit. He was on his way to one of the military academies. They've said, we've got a scholarship for you, and are they glad they did so? 112 tackles last year. If you count the last 2 years, he's 4th in the FBS right now in tackling. He will be all over the field.
And Aaron, exactly where Wyoming didn't want to be, 3rd and long.
The quarterback that's an unproven thrower, this is not the situation you want to be in early in this game.
So Chambers to throw for the first time. It's tipped, and it is incomplete. It was batted at the line, and the Cowboys go 3 and out. Good push from Jordan Elliott up front.
This is going to be the key. Get Wyoming in 3rd and long situations. Turn up the heat and play man-to-man defense. This is what I would do if I was a defensive coordinator as well. Unproven thrower at quarterback. You don't know what he can do with his arm. Let's play tight man-to-man and make him be accurate.
Excellent play there by Jordan Elliott, putting pressure on the quarterback, making him get it out of his hands early.
Galovich punts it away. Rashad Floyd is back. Former wide receiver, now defensive back, still punt return. Boy, that almost touched a Tiger. Cowboys down at the 35-yard line. So good field position for Mizzou. 36-yard punt. We take a look at our Chick-fil-A starting lineups on this side of the ball. And the Missouri offense led now by Kelly Bryant from Calhoun Falls, South Carolina, on the Savannah River, as Peter Baugh pointed out in The Athletic this week. Back to his freshman year of high school, he's won 86% of the football games he's played in. Proven winner before when he was a Clemson Tiger, now a Missouri Tiger. The expectations to win bigger than ever for Kelly Bryant. Roundtree with him in the backfield. Roundtree takes it left side. Roundtree rides it for a gain of 6 as we look at the rest of the Missouri offensive starters.
Well, we just saw Larry Roundtree, 1,200 plus yards last year, 19-19 on his career. That's more than anybody else in the history of Missouri football from the running back spot. He's an absolute asset for Kelly Bryant.
Bryant out of the gun. Finds Roundtree again. Right side, first down and more across the 50. Roundtree takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 14 before Weber brings him down.
Yeah, get the big boys up front. They have a size advantage on this Missouri offensive line. This is what you want. Quarterback first year in this system. If he can get the run game going, he's going to be a lot more relaxed in the pocket.
Tigers cross the 50 for the first time. Play action, and now Bryant on the roll. Outside the pocket looking long. Kelly Bryant with the legs dances out of bounds. Looked like he was looking for the deep ball, but instead goes out of bounds. A chance to look at the Wyoming defense.
Yeah, Andrew Wingard and Marcus Epps gone last year, the 2 leaders of this defense at the safety position. Rome Weber going to be asked to be in the box, going to be asked to cover tight ends, receivers in the slot, come up in the run support as well.
So still a gain of 3, making it 2nd and 7. Bryant, run, keeper. He reads it perfectly. Doesn't even take the hit, but gets a first down before Halliburton. Gain of 9, first down Mizzou.
This has got to be so much fun for Derek Dooley, the offensive coordinator for Missouri, to have a guy like Kelly Bryant in the backfield. You can do so many things. In every one-back set, you really are a 2-back offense because Bryant is just like a tailback. It's just and he's used to this up-tempo offense. He looks very comfortable early.
Bryant gives to Roundtree. Short gain on first down. And I guess, Aaron, that's the big question. What does Kelly Bryant look like in the Missouri offense? What does the Missouri offense now look like with Kelly Bryant?
I think you're going to see less vertical throws this year compared to last year with Drew Lock. But you watch Missouri last season offensively, a lot of RPOs, a lot of short passes. This is why Drew Lock's completion percentage went from about 58 to 62, 63. And Kelly Bryant, we know, is an accurate passer, can hit those short ones.
2nd round pick of the Broncos. Bryant. That's Beatty out of the backfield on 2nd and 8. Beatty goes rolling for another Missouri first down all the way to the 21. Wilson finally finishes it off. That's officially the first pass for Kelly Bryant in his Missouri career, and a completion.
Well, it's easy passes right now. You're not going to want, even the one he scrambled on, they were just hitches on the outside. Get him going in this offense a little bit. Don't make it too complicated. He'll have his time to stretch the field. When this defense comes up, then maybe we'll see a shot later in the first quarter or half.
From just outside the 20, Bryant going to hand off. Beatty has it. Tripped and falls. And so Missouri red zone last year's 61% touchdown. As we take a look at tonight's Red Zone brought to you by Verizon. So the national average at 63. Missouri was actually a tick below that. But, Rick, they took so many big shots with Drew Lock.
And the field consensus, obviously, when you get down there and you're trying to throw the ball down there, it gets more confined. With Kelly Bryant at quarterback, the running opportunities will be more multiple.
And here's Roundtree on the right side, pushing. Roundtree takes it inside the 15. Gain of 3. 3rd and short in the red zone coming.
Interesting coaching decision here. Are we in 4 down? Are we going to take a field goal? That will impact the play call here on 3rd down. I would probably be in 4 down the way they're controlling the line of scrimmage right now. So you can look for either a play action pass or something in the zone read world with Kelly Bryant maybe keeping the ball.
First 3rd down from Mizzou. 3rd and 2. Bryant going to keep it, and it's wide open for a first down. Bryant inside the 10. 1st and goal, Mizzou. Weber finally makes a stop. Bryant with the legs, and Aaron has him set up.
Well, the thing is, you're going to see Wyoming's going to crash the defensive end on the outside, thinking there's going to be a scrape over top, but they have a tight end blocking them as well. Great call and great execution.
1st and goal. Bryant, fade, end zone, incomplete. Looking for Jonathan Nance, the grad transfer from Arkansas, Hall in coverage.
Just a one-on-one shot there. A fade. You'd like to throw that when you get that kind of coverage to the back shoulder. That'll be something they'll learn as they get more comfortable with each other. Albert O is back in the game. Remember, we talked about him being a matchup problem. Keep your eyes on 81 right here.
Albert O waving him. The junior, 17 TDs in 18 games. Bryant, hand, Roundtree. Good push inside the 5. 3rd and goal coming for Missouri. Opening drive. Halliburton makes a stop.
Well, talking with Jake Dickert, the Wyoming defensive coordinator yesterday, this is their plan in the red zone. They're going to put the box, heavy box, extra safety, extra linebacker, and then play tight man-to-man coverage on the outside. Plain and simple. Can Kelly Bryant be accurate with the ball to these guys on fades, on slants, whatever it may be to win one-on-one coverage?
They are already showing zero coverage, which is the norm when you get in this kind of confined space. But again, 81 would be where I'd be focusing.
Out of the timeout, play clock at 5. Bryant get it snapped. 3rd and goal, heavy pressure. Bryant steps up, tosses, touchdown, Mizzou. Bryant to Nance, and the Kelly Bryant era at Mizzou opens with a touchdown drive.
Gotta love that. The creativity in the pocket right there. It's funny, we talk about Rome Weber at the beginning of the show. He's gonna have a free shot right there. Got to take him down. One-on-one in the pocket, misses, and that's the most dangerous thing. When you sell out and don't get it, you can't expect your guys to cover that long in the back end.
Athleticism clearly on display right there, guys. He's hard to get it down. I mean, he is such a good athlete standing in that pocket.
McCann's PAT makes it 7-0 Missouri, and the TD pass from the former Clemson Tiger Kelly Bryant to the former Arkansas Razorback Jonathan Nance. But it's 7 for Mizzou. A touchdown drive to get it started for Kelly Bryant and the Missouri Tigers. 7-0 on the Wyoming Cowboys. Let's check in on our principal financial game plan.
Well, I think for Missouri right now, you saw a perfect example of that entire first drive. Keep this defense guessing. Run, pass, RPO, zone read, whatever it is. Defensively, make Chambers win with his arm. You saw it also in the first possession for Wyoming. 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 10. If he has to sit in the pocket and win, that's not a good thing.
And for Wyoming, they've got to control the ball, possess it. They've got to win the time of possession today, play keep away, if you will. They're off to a poor start there, 4.5 minutes to just 1.5.
Only 3 plays, 3 and out for Wyoming, and then the 12-play touchdown drive for Mizzou. So the early returns, positive for the Tigers in their maiden voyage to Laramie. That's a touchback to the 25-yard line. Good push up the middle this time for Valladay. The sophomore from Illinois has a gain of 9 on first down. And Rick, that's where the Cowboys need to get to.
Absolutely. They have to win the line of scrimmage here today. We talk about time of possession. The way to do that is control it on the ground. They've got a running quarterback. They have numbers. The math will be in their favor most of the night. They've just got to be aggressive at the front, just like they were on that previous play.
And they have to win 1st and 2nd down as well. Get to these 2nd and 3rd and short situations.
Chambers Fakes it, tosses it, is tipped and incomplete, and there's a missed opportunity on a bullet ball on very short.
Well, and that's one of the issues too. Of when do you need to bring the fastball, and when do you got to have a little bit of touch right there? It's a quick slant on the inside. Should you catch as a receiver? Yes. But at the end of the day, you can make the job easier for your guy, nice and controlled. Instead of putting it at his head, put it right in his chest.
Here was the tail of the tape a year ago. We talked about time of possession. It's hard to possess it when you're 3 of 13 on third down.
Missouri,
0 for 1 tonight. This is big down right here.
More conversions than Wyoming had attempts, and that will be close. On the right side, Cole Garrett comes up to make the stop, and from that initial spot, looks like it's going to be short.
Craig Bohl, as you pointed out, was an old Nebraska guy. He'll be conservative here. He'll look to punt the ball, play field position. It's early. But I guarantee there's some Cowboy fans here who say, hey, let's go for this thing. I like the decision.
I do too. It's too early in the game. You saw what Missouri just did. You don't get this, and you give them the ball at the 35-yard line. Good decision. Hopefully your punter go out there and boom it for you.
Galovich will punt it away to Floyd. 4th and short. Floyd calls for the fair catch right around the 26-yard line. Albert Okuegbunam in motion. Bryant, fake it, rolling. Looks that way, and it's complete. It's Scott across the 40-yard line. Scott. So you pick up 4th down and then dragging across Cam Scott for a gain of 29 yards.
Well, this is where Kelly Bryant feels good. I saw him all warm-ups on the field, throwing on the run to his left, to his right. He loves it. He is an athlete. So that deep cross, he can throw that thing in his sleep.
Derek Dooley's offense hurries up. 1st and 10. Fake it again. Toss it again. Jonathan Johnson on the edge. 1st down, Mizzou. Another trip to the red zone. Loose football. Johnson hangs on, however. Around the 16. Nearly stripped.
This has been a staple of Missouri offense for some time now. Even before Derek Dooley got there, they play a run offense inside, but play 2-man combinations outside. They gave him the quick out. Kelly Bryant took it, and Johnson made him pay for it.
Great hands by Johnson to get them back on the football after the bobble. Beatty takes it on 1st down. Beatty trying to pick his way, and he is dropped inside the 15-yard line. Minimal gain. Messias Gandy makes the stop.
It is important for Wyoming right now. You don't want to go down 14-0 early in this game. Listen, great drive by Missouri, yes, but if Wyoming can somehow hold them to a field goal and keep this to a 10-0 game, that is a win right now. Offensively, they got to figure it out. Defensively, right now, your focus is let's load the box a little bit, let's play one-on-one, and then see if Kelly Bryant can throw a fade and beat you that way.
Cowboys don't have a 1st down. Missouri 2nd possession, 2nd red zone trip. Bryant's going to hand again. Beatty. Another short gain, 3rd down coming for the Tigers.
To your point, Aaron, this is a huge down coming up. 3rd down and 5. We talked to Jake Dickert, the defensive coordinator. He said we need to be complex, but complexity through simplicity, meaning we can't try to do too much against up-tempo. So look for a lot of disguises, but they're going to try to be, in terms of their base stuff, in very comfortable coverages so that they know what they're doing and their technique is proper.
It's Parker at tight end rather than Albert O for 3rd and 6. Bryant from the gun. Over the middle. Caught. That's Parker, and he has it inside the 5. Short of the goal line. Shoved back by the Cowboys. But Daniel Parker comes up with a huge grab. Wilson and Malawia on the stop.
That's a great read right here. All clear. You see 3 verticals on your left. Parker just sits down right there, finds the zone, and then gets north as soon as he catches the ball.
And now 1st and goal. Bryant. Handoff. Short gain. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is obviously the money area of the field. We call this the black zone. We transition from the red zone to the black zone. When we get inside the 10, you have to be at your best. And obviously, Wyoming has to sell out here. So you take your safeties and bring them up to the line of scrimmage, which makes you very prone to little pop passes over the top. Wouldn't be surprised to see one here in the next couple of downs.
Roundtree and Okuegbunam back in the game for 2nd and goal. Bryant will hand. Roundtree, touchdown, Tigers.
They're just having their way right now, Carter. They are manhandling the Cowboys up front. and making it look easy.
The first one went 12 plays, second one 11, same result there, and touchdown Missouri.
They're big up front, plain and simple. They got some guys up front this offensive line. You saw Borum right there, number 79, the left guard, pulling around. That's 340 pounds coming in at safeties and linebackers. Great job just to get enough for your running back to get in there.
McCann PAT. So Wyoming has 13 total yards in the game, and the Missouri Tigers have 14 points. A dominant start to 2019 for Mizzou.
Welcome back to Moore Memorial Stadium. Missouri is up 14-0 right now. And about a month ago, the Mizzou football team got a lot of love on social media. Wide receiver Jonathan Nance, the one who scored that first touchdown here, snapped a video of his teammates dancing around the locker room doing their best impression of their marching band. That video went viral, being viewed over 2 million times. Now, Coach Odom singled out one player. He told me that's the most athletic moves I've ever seen him make. Coach said, heck yeah, I want to win every game, but I want the team to enjoy the process of what it takes to be successful. So guys, I think this is a clear indication that morale is high despite the current postseason ban.
As it should be. I used to love having the band come out on Thursday practices at all the places I coached, and we would always be working on special teams. And in the special teams, I'd put the band out there to return the kick. I'd pick somebody, all right, who do you want to catch this thing? And we'd run the return with a band member running the ball back.
Now, Aaron, band members or, the Cowboys would take any help right now offensively because
sometimes you just need one first down. Plain and simple. You just got to get that monkey off your back, get one brings two, and then you just got to make a drive from there. We'll see what they can do.
Handoff, Trey Smith, and there is your first down. Aaron Murray across the 40-yard line. Finally, the Cowboys move the chains.
Big play for the Cowboys again. You got 3 backs in the backfield based on the fact the quarterback's a runner. They lose a gap, and Trey Smith makes them pay.
A first quarter dominated by the Missouri Tigers, 14-0. College football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico. Chick-fil-A fan camp, Laramie, Wyoming. Believe it or not, Rick Neuheisel's maiden voyage to Wyoming. You've been singing the whole way.
The hit song Wyoming is for lovers. Wyoming, I had no idea how good this would be.
Patty Fiasco, she said it right then and there. We're feeling all the love in Wyoming these past couple days.
You guys have got Wyoming down to a T. That's University of Wyoming alumni Alicia Kraft who wrote those songs. Second quarter.
I asked Barry Odom, are you involved on the defense? He says, no, it's Ryan's defense, but I do sit in on meetings.
Ryan Walters was with him at Memphis. And safety at Colorado. Ooh, big pop on the QB, but Burrows keeps rolling. Chambers tried to throw a block and took a big pop, but Burrows able to get almost 10.
And that's a tremendous read. Defensive end's a little slow getting out of his stance. He goes upfield thinking the quarterback's going to run downhill and a power. Not so fast. My running back's getting outside. Keep it going. Hey, you cross the 50-yard line. Let's see if you get the first down now.
Look for a play-action pass here. Feels right.
Chambers, after they cross the 50, handoff. It'll be Burrows, and he gets the first down. So move the chains first, then now maybe take
I think this is the point now. You get the first down, you get that knocked out of the way. Now you know in the back of your head, you got probably 4 downs now. You cross the 50, you're around the 40. I think a shot's coming, either this play or the next play. It's man-to-man coverage. You got to take a chance.
It's incredible how many offensive coordinators feel some freedom when they cross the 50.
And Wyoming crosses the 50 for the first time today. 0 passing yards for Sean Chambers. Keep it on the ground. Burrows right side. Very little doing this time. Garrett and Bolton on the stop.
Give Brent Vigen, the offensive coordinator, some credit here. He knows this time of possession is out of whack. He knows that defense needs some rest. Even though he's inclined, and I know he's inclined to call some of these shot plays that he's been saving up. He knows he's got to take more valuable time off this clock to save that defense.
Well, last play, Missouri right there went into a cover 4, and they talked about it yesterday. If they're going to be playing cover 4, look for some kind of post route. So maybe they need a little bit of a confirmation, and maybe we'll see a shot.
2nd and 9. Fake it, toss it, complete. And that is the first passing yards of the game for the Wyoming Cowboys. Rahib Ismail Jr., Little Rocket, first down.
Great RPO right here, a run pass option. You can see he reads the safety. Safety comes down to Phil. He takes advantage, hits the slant. Cover 4 is Aaron, the quarterback guru, is quarters coverage, meaning there are 4 deep defenders, each having a quarter of the field.
Chambers, fake it, toss it complete, inside the 5. First and goal, Wyoming. Aiden Eberhardt makes the grab, gain of 11.
A beautiful run pass option. Again, you can see his eyes on the defender. He finds the outside receiver because the defender is inside the box, and he puts a strike on him. Now they're inside the 5. What a critical drive for Wyoming to establish not only rest for their defense, but getting back to within 1 score in this game. I'm looking for him to be in 4 down here, guys.
First and goal. Chambers is going to keep it again. First and goal, trying to find the edge. Keeps his feet, but he's down at the 2. Ronell Perkins makes the stop. You have second and goal.
And he's going to be kicking himself with that one. May have pulled it a little bit too early. Defensive end was actually up the field right there. He gives it to his running back. He has an opportunity to get down there, but this is 4 down territory right now. You need to put 7 points on the board. Plain and simple, you can't expect to get back into this ball game the way Missouri's scoring by putting up 3 points. So 3 more downs with a quarterback that's that big. Be ready for some quarterback power possibly.
Second and goal from the 2. Chambers keeps it. Chambers hit in the backfield, trying to take the Tigers with him. No gain, down to the 2 again. He gets the mouthpiece popped out, and you have third and goal coming. Nick Bolton delivers the blow, and Sean Chambers felt it.
He's got a long way to go before he's Tim Tebow, but he has Tim Tebow toughness. I promise you. The kids on this team follow him. He's a true freshman, only having played 4 games, so he gets his year back, and he's a captain on this team. The guys on the sideline get off the bench to watch this rugged guy see if he can get his way into the end zone.
Third and goal. Fake it. Chambers rolls and missed a wide open touchdown. Harshman at the goal line had the tight end for a touchdown, and instead 4th and goal, the field goal unit comes on.
Oh man, I mean, you couldn't draw it up any better if you're an offensive coordinator. Great job. Defense sells out. But I tell you, Rick, you know this. Those are sometimes the hardest ones to hit. They're so open, and you just want to put it nice and easy on his chest. Hey, it's backyard football. Rip it, put it right there, and he scores a touchdown. That's going to hurt them right there.
Your eyes tell you it's open, and your feet aren't ready to throw. You have to relax and just put a little air underneath that.
Cooper Roth, one of the best college kickers, boots it through. But that was the tale of 2018 for the Wyoming Cowboys. Too often settling for 3 rather than 7. And here we go again, Aaron.
And they had the chance right there. Sometimes you see quarterbacks continue on the run a little bit. He needs to put it right in his chest. That's a young quarterback.
14-3 Mizzou.
Mountain West is flexing right now.
Sean Chambers leads a field goal drive. Got a touchback coming. Bryant to throw. Johnson, short hitter. Johnson takes a big pop and keeps rolling. Blankenbaker. Did you get your scholarship after a game-winning touchdown pass?
No, I didn't do anything like a 56-yard field goal.
Freshman, 56 yards to win a game, week 1.
How about that?
And just got the job too. That was terrific.
College football, the very best.
And this is 2nd down and 1. And now Bryant will quickly hand off, and it is 1st down as Beatty gets enough to move the chains. And so with the benefit of that 5-yard call against the Wyoming defense, Missouri easily converts on 2nd and 1, move the chains.
Now we get the empty formation. And this is Albert O time. You can see who matches up with the big fella.
Bryant going to keep it out of the empty set. Bryant design run, and he's shoved back, loss of football. It is scooped up and all the way back. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.J. Colden picks up the loose football and turns it into a 31-yard touchdown.
For all that we've said about Kelly Bryant, his maturity and his comfortable appearance, he cannot turn the ball over. That hasn't changed whether he's at Clemson or at Missouri. What an opportunistic play by Wyoming, and this crowd is back into it.
He's holding it like a loaf of bread, plain and simple. You can see the back end of the football right there, and he's going down, going to brace, and it just pops right out. If you're going to be a running quarterback, number one thing, protect the football. Put two hands on it when contact's imminent.
Roth for the PAT, and the Cowboys charge back after a 14-0 start for Mizzou. A field goal for the offense, a touchdown for the defense. Gandy knocks it free from Kelly Bryant. C.J. Colden picks it up and rolls 31 yards. Touchdown, Wyoming. A Bryant turnover turns into a touchdown for Wyoming. 14-10 here in Laramie.
We just saw Kelly Bryant there on the sideline. Somebody got a grin on his face, probably trying to keep him loose. Loose isn't the problem here. They're plenty comfortable, but comfortable can't turn to casual because these Cowboys are here to win this game.
Another touch back to the 25. Let's check. Parker and Alberto both in for 2nd and 7. Handoff, Roundtree shoving inside the 30. Roundtree, third straight 1,000-yard rusher for Mizzou last year.
It's never been an issue for Kelly Bryant with mid-range accuracy, the RPO game, all that stuff. He's built for it. The question is, can he make those NFL-style throws down the sideline when it becomes 3rd and long? We're in a 3rd and 4 here. He's still within his offense, but when it gets 3rd and long, or you go back to that Alabama playoff game, he went 16 for 36 in that game for 124 yards. That's where he was a little bit exposed and why Trevor Lawrence's skill set was the choice for Dabo Swinney.
But now he's a Missouri Tiger, and Bryant takes a hit on 3rd down. It is incomplete. Nearly a terrific grab downfield, but it was Malawia who got the pressure on Kelly Bryant, and it was major pressure.
Great throw, just an inside fade, puts it right in the bread basket. You got to come down with that catch.
Barrett Bannister laying out to try and make that grab, but here's the look for Bryant.
Great job standing in there. He knows he's going to get hit. You love to see that from a quarterback. He knew pre-snap, though, man-to-man, that's the time you want to take a shot with these inside fades. He put it right there where he wanted to put it. The receiver has to finish the job then and make the catch.
McCann's second punt. Gets it away, Conway back. Solid return last time. Conway takes it at the 25. Has a bit of a seam. Runs into a Missouri defender, then cuts it back. Conway shakes his way to near the 40-yard line. It was a 14-0 start for Mizzou, but the second quarter belongs to Wyoming. Cowboy football. Tigers lead the Cowboys here in Laramie.
Unbalanced set.
Chambers, handoff. And a hole opens up, and it is wide open in Wyoming. Valladay, touchdown, Cowboys.
Cowboy Joe has got some answers right now. There it is, the inside-outside offense. Give the fly sweep, you get somebody out of position, there's nobody overlapping at the back end, and you crease them through the inside. Beautiful job by Valladay keeping his eyes up, and now he sees Pater.
I tell you what, the most dangerous lead in all of football is a 2-score lead. You start getting comfortable, all of a sudden team goes down and scores, you get a turnover, another score, and then a big run, and now you're losing the ball game. Tremendous job by the offensive line right there.
Roth sneaks in the PAT. A 61-yard touchdown run. Xavier Valladay to put Wyoming on top of Mizzou. Cowboys 17 straight points, and the hole opens up the middle for Valladay.
Well, I just want you to focus right here on the left guard of Bojay, and then the safeties as well get confused. They don't rock and roll to get in the right position, but the left guard gives you a little 2-for-1. You see the safeties get out of place with a jet sweep motion, and there's no one left, plain and simple. Great job, left guard. Mistakes on the back end with both safeties, not rocking and rolling, getting a safety high, and then there's no one left, plain and simple at the end of the day.
The unbalanced formation actually caused DeMarcus Acey, the corner, to go back and try to be the safety. He wasn't aware that he needed to stay in the middle. He ended up staying as a contained player, which is his normal assignment as a corner, and they had nobody to overlap.
Fake it, Bryant on the roll. Downfield, heavy traffic, completes it. In the middle, that's Jalen Knox who makes the grab near midfield.
That's the second time we've seen him roll out to the right and deliver the ball accurately down the field. This is a tight window right here. I thought that linebacker did a great job. Kenyon Blankenbaker coming back, but good accuracy on the throw.
So now Missouri, after a first down in the hurry up, Bryant downfield, looking long, and it is off the hands of Knox. Trying to dial up Jalen Knox again. Tyler Hall in coverage.
Tyler Hall, best covered corner. We talked to Jake Dickerton. I asked him, who was your guy if you had to match up one-on-one against a 3-by-1 set? He said, Tyler Hall's our guy. If we can do it, if we can put him on their best receiver, we're going to match him up. Great job right there.
Great patience he showed. Didn't get antsy just because the ball was in the air.
After a shot on first down, 2nd and 10. Bryant. Over the middle, caught. Albert O hangs on to this one and goes rolling inside the 25, leaping his way to the 20-yard line. At last, a first catch for the big man, and he goes rolling for 32.
Well, let's give some credit to the offensive line here. It's incredible. I mean, this unit gave up 13 sacks last year. They're dominating right now. I mean, Kelly Bryant had all day to throw that football.
1st and 10 from the red zone. Roundtree, right side, short gain, inside the 20.
And we want to talk about Kelly Bryant, the running back, the receiver, Albert O, and as we should. These guys are very talented, but this offensive line, 13 sacks last year, 13 sacks in 2017. I wish my offensive line was that good. No offense, I love my boys back at Georgia, but 13 sacks. You know, Drew Lock had all day in the world last year, and we're seeing Kelly Bryant right now very comfortable if he has to take a drop to sit back there and find out who his receivers are.
On 2nd down, it's Beatty on the left side. Beatty pushes to the 10. He'll be a yard short. 3rd and 1 coming from the 10-yard line. Gandy makes the stop, gain of 7.
That offensive line should be on the all-name team. Yasir Durant, Larry Brown, Tristan, Cologne Castillo, Trevor Wallace-Sims, and Hiron White. Those are some great names.
And all of them good. Beatty on the left side. 1st and goal, Mizzou. Beatty picks it up running behind Yasir Durant and Larry Borum on the left side. Alawia makes the stop.
That should be the name of the play. Follow Borum.
Yeah.
Burrow behind Borum.
He played some right tackle last year, now at left guard. Bryant, 1st and goal. Roundtree left side again. Takes it to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal, Mizzou. And Roundtree in the backfield. Bryant, fade, end zone. It is incomplete. A lot of contact, no flags. Massey locked up on the edge with Tyler Hall, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
It's the one-on-one outside as a quarterback, though. That's a long throw. You're talking about throwing from the left hash. These aren't pro hashes. These are college hashes all the way to the back end zone. You got to put a little bit more juice on this. Your receiver has the height. Throw it up.
I think you need to find somebody else to pick up. The Hall kid, I would not try.
Too. I don't know. You throw it a little bit higher.
Some NFL scouts that are sitting there going, that guy can play.
And now 3rd and goal. Bryant led touchdown drives on the first 2 Missouri possessions. Alberto near side. Bryant looks that way. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it is intercepted at the 5-yard line. Taken away by the Cowboys, who hang on to the lead. 2:15 before the half. Colden, who had the fumble recovery for a touchdown, gets the INT.
I like it.
We'll take a look. I think that one bounced off the ground.
There will be an answer.
After further review, the pass is ruled incomplete. Therefore, 4th down, the 5-yard line, on the left hash.
Not Beatles fans. There's no let it be. So now fourth down for Missouri. So again,
Get back was the song they wanted.
Back to where you once belonged.
There you go.
JoJo. Instead, it's Tucker McCann on for a field goal to try and tie it. 22-yarder, 4th and goal So incompletion, 3rd and goal. The field goal unit was ready and waiting. McCann, 22-yarder is good, and we are even at 17. 2:11 before the half at Laramie. An action-packed drive from Missouri results in 3 points, but the Tigers are happy to take those 3 points after a couple of near turnovers by the Tiger offense. So we're back to 17. First points of the 2nd quarter for Mizzou after they dominated the first.
A tale of 2 quarters, right?
That's right.
Missouri up 14-0, looking like this was going to be a replay of last year's 40-13 dominant performance. But they didn't tell Wyoming that was the script. Wyoming came back, played their tails off in the 2nd quarter. Now we've got a ball game again. Interesting clock drive here. 2:11 left. Job 1 is to make sure you don't give the ball back to Missouri. Job 2 is to find a way to get some points.
And the 1 timeout left for Missouri. So if they get it to a 3rd down, we'll see. Chambers keeps it. Chambers finds a seam on the left side. It's wide open in Wyoming again. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Hey, that was a stiff arm and a half right there, baby. Knocked him to the ground.
This offense should be termed Doc Blanchard, Glenn Davis. It's inside and outside, and Missouri can't find the ball. This is a beautiful job of some trickeration in the back end. The quarterback ends up having it. There's no one in position, and this guy can run.
I mean, there's 2 guys that could have made a tackle right there, and he just said, I'm bigger, I'm faster, and I'm going to give you a nasty stiff arm right there. Just Kenyon Blake and Baker right to the face, throws him down, and then shows off that speed. That was a fun little run right there. I get the juices flowing up here in the booth.
There was nothing little about that run.
Yeah, that's a big run right there.
Big one.
That's big boy football right there if I've ever seen it.
I mean, who's playing keep away? 75-yard touchdown, Chambers.
Well, you see it right there.
Cale
Garrett
right
has
there
an opportunity.
exposed a little bit.
Cale Garrett has an opportunity, one of the best tacklers in the SEC, a dominant conference when it comes to defense, misses a tackle, and then one-on-one, you miss a tackle as well. Joshua Bledsoe in the back end, so that's a great little stiff arm and run.
As you watch this again, though, all that motion that makes it look like the fly sweep is happening keeps those interior defenders from coming downhill, which creates space for the runner. He gets up in there, and Cale Garrett isn't plugging it as he does for the 112 tackles from a year ago. He's got more space, which makes him more vulnerable, and obviously the quarterback takes full advantage.
Now out rushing the Missouri Tigers. The last 2 plays for Wyoming. 61-yard touchdown, 75-yard touchdown. And from the 25 now, Beatty, check down, Beatty. Shaking his way across the 30, holding on to the football as he gets 9. 1 timeout left for Missouri, under 2 minutes. A Tiger offense that is built to go in a hurry for this.
Yeah, and if I'm Wyoming right now, I'm going to play off. I'm going to say, hey, listen, we'll give up a possible field goal, but we don't want a big play. We have the momentum on our side heading into halftime. Just keep everything in front of you.
2nd and 1, Beatty takes it again. 1st down, rolling into the secondary, gets near midfield. 1st down, clock stops temporarily, minute 27.
The 1 timeout will be saved for the field goal team, but the clock stops with the 1st down, as you just mentioned, Carter. They've got ample time, probably looking to get it to the 25-yard line for the field goal chance.
You're at elevation, so you can extend McCann, who hit 2 from 50+ last year. That is caught. Bannister. So McCann hit 2 from 50+, including the 57-yarder versus South Carolina. That was one of 5 field goals that day, and especially at elevation, range not an issue. Barely won. Bryant goes to Bannister again, and he makes the grab. Halliburton knocks him out near the 40-yard line. I mean, you're in field goal range right now.
I like what Kelly Bryant's doing right now. Just check it down. You have the clock on your side. The clock will obviously stop when a 1st down occurs. It'll stop when you get out of bounds. Just continue to dink and dunk. Get in the field goal range. If you get more, you can get more. That's awesome, then.
Now Bryant on 1st down. Time over the middle. Completion. inside the 20-yard line. Scott cuts it back and keeps rolling inside the 10. Scott lost the football. It's in the end zone. They're going to mark him down. He's down back near the 6-yard line is where they're marking him down. So despite the football rolling free, it's still a gain of 35.
The anticipation on this throw, it's a big dagger route right across the middle. You see him throw it before he even got close to where that linebacker was. He said, hey, there's a gap right there. I'm gonna let it rip.
Wyoming, first time out of the half.
Okuwebunam is in the slot, top of the screen. First and goal, 41 seconds. Bryant, time, tosses, incomplete. Beatty couldn't grab it, took a pop from Logan Wilson, second and goal.
They were anticipating man coverage. They ran a rub route. The outside two receivers will try to get in the way so that the running back can get out there. Ends up just a little bit behind him, incomplete. Probably good news it was incomplete.
Well, good news, but good job passing it off, though. That's a perfect design for man, but they read it well defensively, came over top, switched off, and stopped it.
Okuwebunam in motion. Bryant looks like he wants to keep it on second and goal. Inside the 5, stretching. He's down near the 1-yard line. Third and goal. Clock rolling.
They hurry up. Will they hurry up here, or will they use the timeout? Looks like they're going to hurry up.
High backfield, Bryant under center. Bryant, hands right. Roundtree lost the football. It is scooped up by Halliburton, and Halliburton is going to go riding for the brand with a stutter step at the 35. Finally wrestled down at the 11. Flag down, zeros on the clock.
Either a horse collar or a face mask, which is going to give Wyoming an opportunity for a field goal.
Bryant runs all the way down to make that tackle. However, with the penalty, an opportunity with zeros on the clock before the half for Wyoming.
And this is why I hate when you load the box with an athletic quarterback, running back, and receivers. Why bring everyone to the party? It's going to be a cluster.
After the change of possession, personal foul, first hard tackle, number 7 of the ultimate defensive team. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. It's first down. Time expired during the play. We'll play one untimed down.
You'll get one play. Now you can't finish a game or a half with a penalty right here. So Wyoming has the opportunity to put 3 more points on the board before halftime.
A heroic effort to make the tackle, but unfortunately a penalty associated with it, which gives Wyoming an opportunity to add more points to their 7-point lead.
Roth, field goal. The senior from Longmont, Colorado, from 23 with zeros on the clock, boots it through, and Wyoming takes a 10-point lead to the halftime against the Missouri Tigers after a 14-0 start for Mizzou. All Cowboys. Wyoming rides into the half in Laramie, 27-17 on Missouri. High hopes for the Missouri Tigers in 2019. They get off to a 14-0 start here in Laramie, Wyoming, and then a disastrous second quarter. Carter Blackburn, Rick Neuheisel, Aaron Murray. The second quarter was all Wyoming Cowboys.
One of the most difficult things to do in coaching when you're trying to take your program from good to great, is the case with Barry Odom, is to make sure complacency doesn't set in. Their intensity started to lack after a 14-0 to lead, and it led to a bunch of big plays.
Our DiGiorno first half stats, and there are some odd ones. Wyoming has more points than offensive plays in the game. They only complete 2 passes in the first half, and yet lead it by 10. Missouri football with a lot of adjustments to make in the second half. And for more on that, we check with Jenny Dell.
Well, Coach Bolt told me that they really need to adjust to Missouri's tempo. He also stressed the importance of slowing down Kelly Bryant. He said we're giving him too much time, and he's way too athletic to be able to do that and go out there. So as far as Missouri goes, Coach Odom told me really it's all about self-inflicted wounds. They need to cut it out. He's pleased with the plan that they have defensively. He said there's plenty of time left. We just need to go out there and play ball.
So sure enough, back out to play ball, and Kelly Bryant and the Missouri offense get the football to begin the second half from the 25-yard line.
Jake Dickert, the defensive coordinator, has got to be pleased with under 4 yards a carry that they've done. Pete Caligas, the defensive line coach, doing a great job holding the trenches.
Bryant, there's the quick hitter. Over to Nance, the Arkansas grad transfer. Halliburton on the stop. Good gain on first down.
I see this formation being much more part of Coach Dooley's plan in the second half because Wyoming can't match up at man, and you get to have a free look as you line up in empty to see exactly what the defense is in.
But it's on Bryant to get it out quickly, right?
Absolutely. But remember, they also have quarterback run from that.
Beatty, right side, enough for the first down, gets right to midfield, and it's Halliburton who had that 84-yard fumble return at the end of the half who makes the stop.
It bears mentioning right here that this is when up-tempo gets you, when you get a couple of first downs. Now you've got the defense out there gasping for a little air.
Bryant, play clock winding down, gets it off. Hands off, Beatty straight ahead. Takes a big pop and keeps on rolling.
We made the point at the end of the half that Wyoming had done a nice job of keeping the running game in front of them, less than 4 yards a carry. But if you're on the field, you can see that start to wear. The legs of the defenders getting a little heavy right now.
Bryant on 2nd and 5. Fake it, toss it, complete. 10. Spinning down to the 1-yard line. It's Jalen Knox.
Here comes that hurry up, that 1 yard there. Watch everybody get up on the line.
1st and goal, Missouri. No personnel changes. 1st and goal, Bryant snaps it in a hurry. Hands off, Beatty wrestled down. Beatty is dropped by Cole Godbout, redshirt freshman from Hudson, Wisconsin.
I tell you what, Wyoming is just daring them to throw the football right now, loading this box up. I know they had the one-on-one earlier in this game. They threw it up to Macy on the outside, number 84. They're going to have to continue to take more chances, whether it's a quick fade, slants, some kind of what we call a pick route. You're not going to call it a pick, obviously. You're in trouble for that one. But something in the flat where you're going to rub a guy. It's man-to-man. You got to go into that part of your playbook.
Offenses call them rub.
Yes.
Defensive coordinators
screaming
call them
pick. Hey, give me a little rub route somewhere, a little back around the receiver.
Okwuegbunam and Parker both in at tight end. Bryant popped. It's tipped in the end zone and incomplete. It was intended for Knox and knocked away.
That ball needs to be thrown over the interior. Needs to be a backline throw, Aaron. If you try to throw a slant, you can see all the bodies in there, and as they should do, they get their hands up.
If you're going to throw a slant, especially where these college hashes are, it needs to be more to the field. If you're going to try to throw it to the boundary, the location's right where the whole entire offense is. It's right where the offensive line, defense line, linebackers go to the field if you're going to throw a slant. Fade if you're going to go to the boundary.
Off of Logan Wilson's face mask to force 3rd and goal for Kelly Bryant and Mizzou. From the 17 now. Bryant stepping up, rolling. Bryant is going to heave it to the back of the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taken away again by the Cowboy defense, and Wyoming has the football and a 10-point lead.
You never go broke taking a profit. Alberto was sitting right in front of him. I know it would have only led to a field goal, but Kelly Bryant has played far too much football to be throwing that ball carelessly into the end zone.
Cash Malawia, the interception. Cowboys with a 10-point lead. The only other time an SEC team has visited Laramie, Wyoming to take on the Cowboys. Wyoming defeated David Cutcliffe's Ole Miss team in 2004. And now the Missouri Tigers, their first trip to Laramie, Wyoming. And the Wyoming Cowboys have the football and a 10-point lead. Chambers, pressure off the edge. He has to step up and roll. Chambers has a first down with his legs, and Chambers goes rolling again. After a 75-yard touchdown run in the first half, Garrett finally drags down Chambers here.
Great job pocket movement right here. You're going to see there's some pressure up front. He accesses it, goes through his read. 1, 2, no one's open, man-to-man coverage. No one's alert for the quarterback. I don't know how Missouri by now doesn't have a spy, a linebacker, a safety saying, we got to be aware of this guy at all times. We can't just sit back in coverage. Someone needs to be watching the quarterback for these type of runs.
100% agree with that.
Gain to 26 this time for Chambers. Hands, Valladay across the 50. Let's check with Jenny Dell.
Well, after Sean Chambers missed the first touchdown of the game, he came over to the sideline, was visibly frustrated, but immediately surrounded by his teammates. They were there to pick him up, saying, keep your head up, you've got this. Now, fast forward to the end of the first half. When he ran in for the touchdown, those same teammates straight up giddy, rallying around him, saying, I told you so. And still to this moment, guys, this sideline is hyped up watching Chambers out there.
That is such accurate reporting from Ginny. Straight up giddy after the 75-yard touchdown run.
This kid was a scout team quarterback last year. He went into the game, and everybody on the Wyoming sideline got up because he was so popular as a scout team quarterback, just to see what he would do.
Over 100 rushing yards in the game, highlighted by the 75-yarder. That is Swin to the 30-yard line, bringing a gang of Tigers and Cowboys with him.
Well, this is going to be hard medicine for Barry Odom and Ryan Walters, the two guys in charge of this Missouri defense, but they're just flat being out physical right now.
Titus Swin, the true freshman. Important correction, he's actually wearing 34, although he's listed at 36. But that's the true freshman out of Fort Worth, Texas. The Cowboys were excited to get the football in his hands, and you can see why. 1st and 10, Wyoming.
Unbalanced.
Chambers handoff, this time Valade, this time only a gain of 2. Nick Bolton makes the stop for Mizzou.
It's a great play by Bolton, finding his way back in there and getting him around the legs and getting him down. This is complicated when they get into unbalanced formations because gaps shift, and everybody has to move and get into different gaps, or you have to have the secondary accommodate the change of formation. We saw that mishap in the first half.
Yeah, you almost have to make a new center. The guard now becomes a center, and you got to shift over one spot. Sometimes it can confuse the defensive line.
241 rushing yards for Wyoming. And now Chambers on just the 3rd pass completion of the game for Wyoming finds the redshirt freshman Jackson Marcotte at 6'7". First down, Wyoming.
It's awesome. Once you get the run game established, you see everyone flowing down for the run. This is what this offense is going to be built on going forward. Run, 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 powerful football between the tackles. And then our quarterback, we're still not sure if he can throw the ball down the field, but we can sneak a tight end into the flat. He pulls it and lets it roll.
Wyoming 3 total completions when Missouri has 6 receivers with 2+, but 2 red zone turnovers. 3 on the day. Cowboys, the football in the lead. Chambers, nothing there on first down.
If you're a Missouri Tiger fan, you're going to count on your leadership. And there's a number of guys who we've said earlier have been in close games. They've got a lot of pride. This is a program trying to go from good to great. They've been picked by a lot of prognosticators as a team that is going to be a sleeper. You know, an SEC East, they're going to be in the mix in that deal, giving Georgia a shot. They've got some leadership here. So watch them bow up.
Well, they need a stop here. They need a field goal for Wyoming to make this keep this a 2-score game.
Chambers, 2nd down. Toss it. Touchdown, Wyoming. Austin Conway.
RPO with a capital P for perfect. They're reading the interior defender. He commits to the run as he needs to.
And he brought a fastball right there, baby. That's a little Brett Favre action right there. Want to see if he gets in. Does the knee stay up? Oh, it's going to be close. I'm sure they're going to take another look at this, but that was an absolute laser.
That was Doc Gooden, not Brett Favre. That was a fastball.
Let me just rip it. But hey, Conway with the route, though. He get to the top. He gave a little shimmy, shimmy, and then hit the slant or the skinny post.
It's Smith again. This time he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. The INT in the end zone from Bryant turns into a touchdown for Wyoming.
And they ran right behind number 69, Eric Abuje, and I would be too. You've been watching him all night long. He has been dominant. He won this left guard position during fall camp, and he does a great job of just shutting everything down, letting the guard, his opposing guard, the right guard, to pull around number 79, Logan Harris. And that was an easy walk-in touchdown. But Eric Abuje, number 69, 6'5", 354 pounds, has had himself a night tonight at left guard.
It's an interesting little goal line concept right there.
The PAT from Roth makes it 34-17. Bryant's INT in the end zone, the third takeaway by the Wyoming defense. And after the 14-0 start for Mizzou, Cowboys ride Laradice for now. As the sun sets on Laramie, Wyoming, the Cowboys 34-17. A Missouri turnover turns into a Cowboy touchdown.
Sometimes the intricacies of run offense go unnoticed, but this is a great design. Watch the fullback. He's going to take these linebackers outside. They're not coming downhill. And the backside tight end, number 33, Josh Harshman, ends up being a lead back. So you're getting a lead without linebackers fitting a lead, and it ends up as a touchdown. Did you hear that, Aaron? Hours we spend on that stuff.
Was that a play you guys ran the Alliance this year? Was that an Alliance play?
She said, I'm not working that kind of hours.
No, I ain't working until 1 o'clock in the morning. Plain and simple.
You
that
guys
ain't
are nuts.
The life of a coach is not ideal for me.
Another touchback.
And SEC fans are like, what is going on week 1?
Mizzou fans are certainly feeling like what's going on right now. Bryant, 1st and 10, hit as he throws, complete. There's Albert O. Second catch, and Albert O takes it all the way across the 50. Halliburton finally wrestles him out of bounds.
Well, as you watch Halliburton try to get a handle on him, you realize why he's so coveted by the next level. It's surprising he has not been utilized tonight. Maybe as we go further into the game, we're going to find a way to get him the ball if you're a Tiger fan.
Amazing. What the first quarter, we were like looking up here in the booth saying, Missouri's dominating. What can Wyoming do to stop this team? And all of a sudden, we're going to the fourth. It is 34-17. And we're saying, what can Missouri do to slow this thing down?
To the fourth quarter on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Hawaii over Arizona. Boise State over Florida State. Wyoming trying to add to the list of early season upsets from the Mountain West.
They are flexing, and flexing in a big way. This has been an impressive performance as they've outscored Missouri 34-3 after giving up 2 early touchdowns.
Bryant with Beatty behind him. Bryant check down Beatty at the 25, takes it inside the 20 to move the chains.
Well, right now you're watching Missouri's defense, and they're just playing cover 2. They're going to say, hey, if you're going to beat us, we're going to make you have to drive it, check the ball down, or run the football. And that's a great job by Kelly Bryant, recognizing cover 2. I'm not going to get a shot down the field. Where's my back? Let me check it down for 10.
2 red zone turnovers by Bryant and Mizzou. On 1st and 10, goes rolling. Bryant is going to tuck it and go out of bounds just inside the 15. So the red zone issues for Mizzou. Tonight's red zone brought to you by Verizon. 5 trips, 2 touchdowns, but obviously the 2 turnovers looms largest in this game for Mizzou.
Looking over to the sideline for the signal. Missouri fans probably frustrated. It looks like seconds are ticking away.
On 2nd down, Bryant to throw again. Alberto has it inside the 5, stretching, reaching, he's down just short of the goal line. 1st and goal, Missouri. Okawabenham takes him down to the 1, gain of 13.
That's a great job by Alberto right there. Man-to-man coverage covered 1 hole, so the actually defender should be playing outside leverage, funneling everything into the inside. Did a great job, give a flipper, didn't extend his arm, just a little flipper with his right arm to create some space. Very easy target for the quarterback to throw to.
Still confused as to why they're not using him more.
Beatty takes it. Beatty is in. Touchdown, Mizzou. For the first time since the first quarter, the Tigers reach the end zone. Beatty takes it in. The return from Floyd sets it up, and in a hurry, as it needed to be, Missouri into the end zone.
Well, as you look at the clock, only a minute 31 elapsed from the fourth quarter. That is exactly what you needed to have happen if you're Barry Odom and Missouri. You need to get back in this game, and certainly you have.
Tucker McCann boots it through. Back to a 10-point game. Beatty into the end zone for the 3rd time in his Missouri career. Can the Tigers come back late in Laramie? Old Pistol Pete's going to dance all night long if the Cowboys can pull this one off, but still a long way to go. 13-29, what's now a 10-point game between the Cowboys and the Tigers. With our producer, Scott Brandwine, our director, Matt Plundo, Carter Blackburn, Rick Neuheisel, Aaron Murray, Ginny Dell. Touchback, ball to 25. Let's see what last season what they did. I mean, there was virtually no offense last year for Wyoming, and much better. Valladay on the right side. Across the 30, let's check in with Jenny.
Missouri's defense doing their part to motivate this team. D lineman Kobe Whiteside said, "We've worked so hard in the last 2 months. Show that hard work. You should be tired. If you're not tired, you're not working hard enough." And guys, linebacker Aubrey Miller chiming in as well. He said, "We got to have fun. We got to prove ourselves, and we need to dominate from here on out."
The inside-outside approach, which worked so well, now they're going to the outside. Valladay getting out around the edge, getting a great first down run there, 8 yards.
Look how stacked the box is. Look at Missouri just selling out for the run right now.
On second down, and sure enough, it's Swint trying to fight his way through that loaded box. Nothing doing there. Back to the line of scrimmage. A little pushing, a little shoving. Garrett Gillespie combined on the stop. Third down coming.
I mean, look at Missouri right now. They have everyone and their brother up here at the line of scrimmage saying, enough's enough. No more running on us. We are selling out. We need to score. We need a 3 and out. This is a big play right here to be able to get the ball back for this offense with good field position as well.
I think it's exactly the right thing to do. Barry Owens told Ryan Walters, "You have my go. Get up there. Make Sean Chambers beat us with his arm."
You see it once again, tight man-to-man coverage. Everyone else at the line of scrimmage.
Conway in motion on 3rd and 2. Chambers keeper cut back. He trips and falls short on 3rd down. If he doesn't slip and fall, Wyoming moves the chains with Chambers, but now it's 4th down, and with a 10-point lead, punting unit comes out.
We talk about a game of inches right here. They get this first down. Oh, you just got to hold your feet. He's going to run over number 20 right there. Get himself a first down. That's big, though. We talk about getting a quick score from Missouri that last possession with a good punt return. Now you're going to get good field position again with 11:35 on the clock right now. Plenty of time, only down 10.
It's the first 3 and out since the first quarter. Remember the big 40-plus yard return from Floyd last time? Floyd's going to let this one bounce. It rolls inside the 10. It's rolling out of bounds. Did Floyd touch it? It's out of bounds at the 2. Wow! Talk about making up a 64-yard punt.
This drives a special teams coach nuts. You got to catch the ball right there.
Looks as if he did not touch it.
Touch it, not touch it, no matter what, ball's going to be down at the 2.
Exactly. Ryan Galovich bounces back after that short punt. Big return by Floyd. Bounces back with a 64-yard punt. Tigers pin back. Cowboys by 10.
You know, Craig Bullfellas didn't want to hear about Power 5, Group of 5. He said there's some power programs. He said there may be 8 teams out there that can win the college football championship, but the rest of us are out there scrapping for ours. This Group of 5, Power 5 line is getting blurred as we sit here and watch. And over the weekend, I'll guarantee you there's a lot of Group of 5 programs that are having something to say about it.
And yet you go back to 11 years ago, the win at Tennessee, only against the Power 5 for Missouri. Just the second time an SEC team has visited Laramie, Wyoming. Shoved back, forward progress. Beatty was out of the end zone, but not by much. Logan Wilson leading the Wyoming push.
Logan Wilson and Chad Mumba right here with a great job. That's a great tackle right there. Understanding that Missouri's just trying to get out of his own end zone right now. They need to get a first down. They are anticipating run. Great job by the linebackers filling that spot. Tackling for a 1-yard gain.
See, I believe that you're right. That's what they're thinking, but they shouldn't be. They should be aggressive here.
Bryant on 2nd and 9. To the air, dropped on the edge. Cam Scott had it right at the sticks, and now it's 3rd and 9.
I agree with being aggressive, but I don't think Dooley has any confidence with Kelly right now throwing the ball vertically down the field. This isn't Drew Lock where you say, hey, let's go post, let's go corner. Chad Kelly's a good thrower and an excellent athlete.
Yeah.
I don't think he has faith in him right now.
That was a drop ball.
That was a drop ball
on the money.
But that's not a vertical throw. That's a hitch route.
Kelly Bryant here on 3rd and 9. With the Cowboy fans behind him. Bryant from the end zone. Incomplete, intended for Johnson this time. And Missouri will go 3 and out. After the touchdown on the short field, a 3-and-out on the very long field for Mizzou. And it was 4 possessions at the beginning of the fourth quarter. You shortened one, got the touchdown, and now Wyoming's going to get it with great field position.
Exactly. This is an important punt. You have to flip the field as best you can to create an opportunity to keep from Wyoming from having an opportunity to score.
Reminder
Huge
again.
Punt coverage here.
Now McCann's first game punting for Missouri. McCann gets it away. Conway backs up. He'll catch it on the plus side at the 47. And now Conway near the 40, and he is shoved back, but it is Wyoming football with a 10-point lead in Missouri territory. 10:25 to go. Chambers high snap, handles it. Valladay, short gain on first down, maybe nothing. Ronell Perkins, I mean, that's a strong safety tackle at the line.
Right now, if I'm Wyoming, you're playing the field position game and you're playing the clock game. At the end of the day, run, run, run. 3 runs. I don't care if you don't get a first down. Do a little pooch punt, and then once again, make Missouri have to drive the entire length of the field right now. Run the football, play field position, and just let that clock run and say Kelly Bryant's going to have to beat us with his arm, but down 10 points with 9 minutes to go.
Harshman out of the game for now for Wyoming. Fake it, toss it, complete over the middle. Ishmael makes the grab, and Little Rocket takes it inside the 20. A red zone trip for the Cowboys. Miller finally makes a stop after a gain of 26.
Brent Vegan also understands you've got to stay aggressive. This is an RPO. Missouri realizes the strategy you just said, Aaron, and they have everybody in the box. There's no safety. This is easy because the guy's 10 yards off. Sean Chambers, and this is the throw Sean Chambers enjoys the most.
He loves the RPO. He can stay on rhythm with his feet. We talk about the players, and Jenny talked about the players having confidence in Chambers as the quarterback. How about these coaches right now? How much confidence they have in him to say, fourth quarter, we're up by 10, and we're going to let you throw the football? It is a big night for this kid.
Chambers, now they snap it with 1. Valladay, right side, stretches to near the 2-yard line. Garrett makes the stop.
Coach, 4-down territory here. Because if you don't get it, you're making Missouri have to drive 99. Are you kicking a field goal?
I think I take the field goal because I want Missouri to have to score 2 touchdowns.
I like it.
This is a beautiful drive, and this is the luxury of all luxuries for a head coach and an offensive coordinator. You're in a great game, you're battling, you've got a chance, and you get to let this clock go. For Barry Odom, it's like watching sand go through the hourglass.
A touchdown makes it a 3-score game with just over 7 minutes to go. Chambers in zone, incomplete. Missed another shot. Ishmael this time again.
And they've made the correction now. The Missouri defenders, obviously, where they are in the field is one of the reasons, but they're up in the grill of the Wyoming receivers. They're playing everybody in the box, but that RPO is not going to be available if I'm playing right in you and using my hands.
Well, and they're playing inside leverage too, which you got to do in cover 0. If you're going to score on us, it better be an out route or it better be a fade ball. Right now, if I'm Wyoming, I'm going to run behind number 69, Obuje. You've had success all night long. He's a big guy. Just pound it in. See what you can do.
On 3rd and goal. Fake it. Chambers on the roll to the end zone. It is incomplete. 4th and goal coming.
To your point, Craig Bohl was running again because I think he wanted to run the ball. They missed a chance to get 40 seconds off the last play, and now they do again.
Did not get the timeout, though, so that's twice Bull wanted the timeout. One time they get the first down to make it 1st and goal. This time didn't get the timeout. And for the Lou Groza Award finalist from last year, another short attempt, this one coming from 20. Roth boots it through. Wyoming, 3 more on the board, but Missouri holds them out of the end zone. 37-24. Tiger football. A Wyoming field goal drive takes 3.5 minutes on the clock. They would have loved to have a 5-minute touchdown drives, where you revisit our principal financial game plan, and really the bottom one there, Bryant unsettled. That's been the big one for Wyoming.
He's made some curious mistakes for a guy who's had his kind of experience. But again, let's remember this is his first game with Missouri. Aaron's point is, hey, you played enough quarterback. You can't be throwing across your body and making that kind of ridiculous interception throw that he did earlier in this half. But here he is, 2 scores down. What a way to endear himself to Missouri fans by leading a victory comeback.
Roth kicks off. Beatty is back. The kickoffs have all been touchbacks to the 25. So Bryant checked down Beatty across the 25. Beatty pushes across the 31.
No need to be flamboyant here offensively, but there needs to be some sense of urgency. With 3 timeouts, you can get down the field and have plenty of time to get the second possession that you require. As soon as they get to the 40, you can see them in 4-down capability, which will allow a little bit more in the way of versatility for the play calling.
Bryant time, Johnson across the 40, across the 45. That's a gain of 16.
4-down territory now. Still take the underneath. This is a speed differential. Wyoming's going to keep you in front.
Snap it on first down in a hurry. Bryant to the outside. Nance inside the 30 with Alberto blocking for him. Nance takes it in a hurry. Touchdown, Mizzou. Nance from 53 yards.
Cover 2 right there. He hit it in the hole. I think the checkdowns finally got to this Wyoming defense. Like, hey, enough's enough. The cornerback came up. You're going to see on the right side of your screen. Cornerback was worried about the running back right there. Doesn't get enough depth. Doesn't get his hands on the receiver. And that's a tough throw to make when you have to laser that thing right in there in between the safety and corner. Awesome job, but that's what happens when you check it down, check it down, check it down. Defenses get sick of it. They come up, you hit it over their heads. Yeah, baby, I like it.
Late getting an offensive lineman on for the PAT. Good hold. PAT is good for McCann. An adventure there, but with 6:19 to go, it is anybody's ball game. Will Kelly Bryant in the night as the hero for Missouri? Jonathan Nance leads the Tigers to the end zone to make it a 6-point game. The last 2 scoring drives for Missouri have taken just 1:52. This one just 42 seconds.
Well, patience runs both ways, right? We're talking about Missouri being patient, play underneath. You can see this running back come out into the flat right here. The corner sees the quarterback's eyes and jumps up, creates a rail shot for the quarterback. Kelly Bryant knowledgeable enough to take advantage, and Nance to the end zone.
It's a great job. That's what happens when you just take your check down over and over again. Defenses hate when the back catches it for 2 yards, runs for 8 to 10.
They will eventually take the cheese.
They will eventually.
Nance's second touchdown as a Missouri Tiger. Transfer from Arkansas. That's a touchback to the 25-yard line. Smith behind Chambers here. Smith takes it. The Louisville transfer, nothing there. Tried to take the A-gap, and the Tigers shove him back.
No need to worry about timeouts here yet. You probably will wait until the 3-minute mark to do that. So what Barry Odom is doing is telling Ryan Walters, stay aggressive, stay in there. I'll take the heat if this Chambers kid beats us with his arm, but you stay after him.
It's going to be interesting what that conversation was after the last series with Coach Bull and Coach Vegan about running it or passing it.
Right. I think they have to stay aggressive out here.
34 is now wearing 89. 34 is now wearing 89.
That's Swin. That's his 3rd jersey number of the night. Snap it with 4 seconds. Give it to Swin. And Swin, the true freshman back, number 89. Give it to him now because he's tough running to make it 3rd and short. Bolden makes a stop. Gain of 8.
We were told by the SID
right.
They had 334s.
Right.
That's illegal, so they went and found a number, no name on the back. So he's Mr. No Name right now.
And Titus Swin, number 89. And so now you snap it on 3rd down, taking the clock down to just outside of 4 minutes before you snap it on 3rd.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. Don't snap it just yet. You want to snap it about 2 seconds to go.
High snap. Chambers corrals it. Chambers pushing, stretching, and moving the chains for Wyoming. Running behind Patrick Arnold. Chambers made a great snag on that high snap.
All you wanted from Wyoming this possession was to get 2 first downs, because you get 2 first downs, say you don't get another first down the rest of this drive, you punt the ball and now you make Missouri drive the length of the field if they're going to want to win this football game. So you're eating up clock, and once again you're playing the field position battle. You're winning both of them at the moment, and hey, that Missouri defense line at the moment, couple of hands on the hips.
That would be my second quarterback. That would be my second choice if I'm a Wyoming fan. I'd like to take the ball the whole way.
Swin's in the backfield behind Chambers. They snap it at 2. Swin takes the handoff, 89, dropped by Garrett. When do you start using the timeouts if you're Missouri? The answer is after first down.
We said when you get into that 3-minute range is when they're going. What a great play by Chambers. That's why you go to the thriving metropolis of Kerman, California, right?
Missouri,
to get that 6'4" guy that can make that play on that ball that snapped over his head. Use him right here, given what the distance is. If this were to get to 3rd and 1, the likelihood to use the second one there would be small.
Out of the first Missouri timeout. Chambers is going to keep it again. Chambers spinning, stretching. Garrett wrestles him down right at midfield. Still wrestling on the takedown.
Bull riding a class here at Wyoming.
That's right. I think Cale Garrett qualifies. According to Missouri's own.
I'm expecting a run here. I think they're going to try to make them take their last time out.
Chambers with Valladay. Another high snap. Valladay. It's Chambers who takes it. He dives forward. He's dropped by Oliver. 2:57, 2:56. They're saving a timeout, and you see the 33 seconds. I mean, that is a big difference with the clock winding down. It's going to be around 2:20 prior to 4th down.
I'm calling a timeout right now. I'm giving my offense plenty of time.
I like the call. I like saving my timeout for a circumstance that's unforeseen right now. Over 2 minutes left in this game is an eternity in college football, with first down stopping the clock.
Last 2 punts for Wyoming have been adventurous. 43-yard return by Floyd. Going to take it all the way down to near 220. Snap it with 5. Galovich punt will bounce out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. So there it is. 2 minutes, 19 seconds. 1 timeout for Missouri. And after all of the woes for Kelly Bryant and the Tiger offense, 3 turnovers, 2 in the red zone, you have a chance with 2:19 to lead the game-winning touchdown drive in Wyoming.
The key is right now is don't get away from what you've been doing. He's done a good job. If Wyoming wants to play cover 2, find your running back, find your tight end. Let's just continue to dig and dunk. Hey, and then if Wyoming messes up and a cornerback comes up, then take your shot. Plenty of time. You got the timeout in your back pocket. No need to think you got to just go throwing 15, 20-yard chunks here.
Given the magnitude of the situation, you'd say this was difficult, but this is actually the easiest of all clock drives, because all you do is play fast. You're playing for a touchdown. You're in 4 down. Everybody knows what your circumstances are. Just play fast and play efficiently.
From the 25-yard line, Bryant steps up, throws complete to the outside. That's Knox across the 35-yard line. Knox shoved out near the 37. First down, Mizzou.
And good job getting out of bounds. I worried for a second he was going to try to get a couple extra yards, but 2 yards compared to saving some time. Smart move, and that's what these receivers need to know right now. 2 to 3 extra yards, it ain't worth it. Get out of bounds and save that clock.
Although the clock rolls ready for play. Outside of 2 minutes, Bryant delivers again. Johnson goes down. Short gain.
No need to use the timeout here. Plenty of time. Just stay efficient. Play fast, stay efficient. Clock now at 1:48.
Bryant, 2nd and 5. Slant, dangerous. Intended for Johnson. It is batted down, incomplete.
Interesting to watch the Wyoming hockey shift, right? The whole defense changes. Try to get some fresh pass rush in here. 2 downs. One thing about clock drives you sometimes forget, you have to make first downs. 2 downs to make it. Don't forget your running game here.
Alberto out of the game on 3rd and 5. Bryant over the middle. Caught. First down, Missouri. Mizzou. Bannister holds it in, rolling across the Wyoming 40-yard line.
And
Clock stops temporarily on the first down.
And that was a great throw. Linebacker just a little too slow to get to his Tampa 2 location. Kelly Bryant threading the needle.
With the clock rolling again. Bryant complete. Johnson. Cowboys rally to the football at the 31. It's Blankenbaker makes a stop.
Now Craig Bohl finds himself in that purgatory. When do I come after him? When do I use my timeouts to save chance if they find a way to score?
Bryant on 2nd and 3. Looking, complete over the middle. It's Beatty out of the backfield. Beatty wrestled down inside the 25. First down again. Stop it temporarily with 1:03.
Play fast, play efficiently.
From the 25, under a minute to go. Bryant on the run. Kelly Bryant scrambling, tucks it, and runs out of bounds near the 21 with 46 seconds. Wells Ross chases him out.
He wanted to. He wanted to throw it. And in that last play 2 quarters ago, where he threw the interception trying to force it to his left, same kind of situation. It's not open. Use your legs. Right there. You're athletic for a reason.
Defensive
Run.
Jake Dickert has got his weapons in his hand. When do I use them? When do I fire? He's staying comfortable in his backed up 2-deep zone.
Okawebunam back in the game for Mizzou. Bryant 2nd and 5. Pressure. Bryant.
Now you use your
Takes the
timeout.
sack, and that's why you keep one in your hip pocket,
Exactly.
right? Just in case Bryant is sacked. Hull gets the sack. Timeout used with 41.
Timeout, Missouri. 3rd and final timeout of the half.
This is where Craig Bohl has to get involved defensively so that the defensive coordinator knows the head coach is all in on whatever choice he makes.
So last time they showed this defense, they dropped out to a Tampa 2. It'll be interesting if they bring the pressure. Looks like they're going to drop out once again and play that Tampa 2 look.
Bryant on 3rd and 11. Rolling, pressured again. Bryant gets rid of it, throws it out of bounds. 4th and 11 with 35 seconds.
Actually did a good job. Rolled down the cover 3 week there.
Absolutely. That was a great disguise.
Awesome, because you see both safeties off the hash. Last time you saw that middle linebacker drop to the middle third. This time he dropped, free safety rolled down. I think it got Kelly Bryant. It got me up in the booth a little bit. I was expecting Tampa 2 there.
Albert Okawebunam is the #1 tight end in the country. Who matches up with him? I give him a chance to make a play here.
Lined up in the slot on 4th and 11. Bryant on 4th and 11. Downfield end zone, tipped and complete. Wyoming gets a stop. The football with 29 seconds, and the Cowboys celebrate.
He had to throw for a first down. You don't fault him for pushing it down the field. But if you look at number 81 here, I believe to a 6'5" target, he had a better chance.
Wyoming can take a knee and go to 2-0 versus the SEC in Laramie.
We take a look at this again and focus on, there's the ball. Great job by the converging Wyoming defenders. If we can get a look at Albert Okawebunam on this play, you can see an opportunity to slip it into the seam.
Biggest play of the night is Sean Chambers kneeling down, and the Wyoming Cowboys will win it over Mizzou, 37-31. An all-night celebration begins in Laramie.
How about that Mountain West?
How about Sean Chambers grew up tonight? A lot of trust for him right now, and I bet you a lot of confidence for him going to the rest of the season. You go out there and play like that versus Missouri defense, you feel good as a quarterback.
Barry Odom's as tough as they come. He'll get this team ready to go as they travel to West Virginia next week. Wyoming goes to Texas State. The Bobcats better be ready. This is a gritty bunch.
All eyes on Kelly Bryant all night. But it's Sean Chambers, the winning quarterback for Wyoming. Craig Bohl is with Ginny Dell.
All right, Coach, your first win against a Power 5 team since 2008 here at Wyoming. How were you able to come to a victory?
Well, you know what, first of all, credit Missouri's a good football team. We played better tonight. We made plays when we needed to. Our guys believed in one another. This has been a long time coming, and there's going to be more. I think it speaks really well of our conference and especially well of our program.
Earlier, you said that the best seat is to be a part of the sideline in this first game. You said you watched your guys in fall camp, and you come out here and you don't know exactly what to expect. But what did you learn about your team tonight?
Well, about in the middle of the first quarter, I knew we were going to be better. I knew we were more physical up front. We had more team speed, and I knew we had a heck of an athletic quarterback.
Congratulations on first head coach. Thank you.
Hawaii over Arizona, Boise State over Florida State, and now Pistol Pete gets to celebrate Wyoming's 37-31 win. Another statement from the Mountain West Conference early in 2019 for Aaron Murray, Rick Neuheisel, Ginny Dell, our entire crew. I'm Carter Blackburn. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Now let's send it to Brent Stover and Kevin Carter in our New York studio for Inside College Football.